Good morning, everybody. This is our astrology weather forecast for April 22nd, 2025. And we have a triple conjunction going on today with Venus, Saturn, and the North Node all being in alignment. Moon continues through Aquarius, and that does bring a general undercurrent of objectivity or not as easily moved or perturbed by things because we do tend to have um, a less emotional outlook. So we have that undercurrent of objectivity and seeing things more for what they are alongside Venus, Saturn, North Node, all in an alignment, and it's even more so tomorrow. So we had Saturn and the North Node together yesterday. And that gave us this push towards adulting, taking responsibility, seeing if our commitments are in alignment with the individuation process, or if we're committing to things that only further our perpetuating guilt and shame cycles. So, did we take the reins of our life by deciding to do hard things, deciding to have a better experience of control over our life, or did we decide to give in to what was easy and cutting corners and in behaving more childishly? That was the big thing yesterday with Saturn at the North Node, because we came to realize, a lot of us came to realize, that existing in Never Never Land, it has a huge cost. And you don't realize that when we first enter the gates. But over the course of time, we pay, we pay, we pay, we pay. So a lot of us, with Saturn at the North Node and now with Venus there today, we realize that we want more. That although it could be fun to have fun, that's not all there is. That can be a big part of life. But if our life is centered around avoidance, cutting corners, the more childish aspects of ourselves, there is a ceiling on how much we can grow. There's a limit to what we can really experience in life, because we can only stay within the confines of what we are immaturely prepared for. And it's super fun, but it's very limiting. And we can only interact with people that are also on that level. If we want to interact with people that bring more to the table, or that are more focused on what is meaningful, then we're going to have to bring ourselves up to that level of maturity. Or we can only engage with those people for very limited amounts of time until our anxiety about being found out, reaches a critical threshold and we have to retreat back to our, childish atmosphere. Or, people that won't put up with our crap, they will just not entertain us. They'll push us away. So, with Venus there with Saturn at the North Node, it increases the lesson of maturing in romantic and financial ways, being sexually mature, socially mature, financially mature, making decisions that bring long term payback and results. So we have Venus added to the mix of coming to this place where we finally accept more of an adult mantle. So we can look at how some of our social, romantic, financial choices have been indicating more of an immature life. And so we decide to do some hard things that we recognize are in service to ourselves. They're worth doing because we know that these hard things are going to pay off. And so we're starting a new cycle. That's what conjunctions are. We have a triple conjunction. We're starting a new cycle of personal, financial, social, and romantic success if we are embracing the individuation process and taking further, deeper, better responsibility for our lives. So there's a lot going on today. So sow seeds of success by investing in what you're proud of, not what is ephemeral, not what is just about enjoyment of the hour of or the day. The eat, drink, and be merry cycle comes to a screeching halt here because we're looking at what is more important, what is meaningful, what can be sustained. So, how can we better sustain ourselves with better decisions that lead to more balance and equanimity and less taxing extremes? Alrighty. You guys have a good, practical, grounded, and abundant day.